Hello, are you ready? Hello, are you ready? I'm always ready. We're always ready. Welcome, TEXITcoin family. Welcome, world. How about this historic day? I hope you were able to catch the live, that's correct, live Texas State Securities Board is what you call it. It's live on their YouTube channel, and I watched the day all day, and it ended at 5 o'clock. And so I stepped out to grab a bite to eat and go do a little grocery shopping, and thought that when I got back, I would be able to kind of do a live, walkthrough, because I made some highlights and thought we'd watch some of it together. But no, it's gone. It has disappeared from the YouTubes. So the only video that I'm aware of is what's on this YouTube channel. If you go back and watch the live feed that I did today, I showed just a little bit when they were coming back from their first break, and they were very contentious about the pre-approved amount of video footage was 2 minutes, according to the defense, which is our side, and the footage being submitted by the other attorney was 12 minutes. And so the defense was not at all happy with the prosecuting attorney getting an extra 10 minutes of video footage on record. And it was a real point of contention. And the judge multiple times said, well, since it's already been entered into exhibit, we're just going to leave it in exhibit. Well, it hadn't already been entered. It was being entered. And I guess that's what made it already entered. Well, no, she's the judge. She could have easily have said, no, let's take that off of the record, until we figure it out. And so anyway, sure enough, they took a break, and it's a morning break. And boy, the contention was obvious. When they came back, it was a dogfight. And so anyway, if you want to watch a little bit, it's just a small portion. Looking back, had I known, I wished I would have stayed on longer. Here's the thing, is I'll do it tomorrow if I can. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have a house to paint, but I'm not starting till Wednesday. I thought I would take a couple of days to relax and prepare. Plus, it's 105 degrees in Texas. We're burning up in the state of Texas. And so anyway, I'm available to do this. So tomorrow, I may go ahead and do commentary on some of the live video footage so that we can have it available for anyone who wants to watch it afterwards, if they will allow me to do that. I don't know that they will. YouTube might end it. I have multiple times, probably 3 times, had YouTube just end my video in the middle, my live stream, in the middle of my live stream, because I was showing too much content. So I don't know. I'll try to be real careful. We'll see. I don't know how I feel. I might not want to mess with it at all. But if someone encourages me, send me a note or a message, leave a comment below here. If I'm able, then I'll do it. And I would like to do that. And how about this? Today was a really good day for Bobby and the defense attorney. I think the defense attorney did really good. He stayed right at the point of contention, if you will. That's what you want from your attorney. You want a annoying, dog. You you want an annoying attorney who knows what they're talking about. They can't just be annoying. You got to know what the hell you're talking about and be, right on the verge of annoying about it. And he was. And then so was Rob. Rob wasn't as, attorney-like, if you will. That's the way we're going to phrase that, is attorney-like. But Rob was very forward, in his conversation with the accusing prosecution attorney. So when the defense attorney talked to Rob uh, later in the day, their time together was very cordial, and it made up for a lot of that kind of grittiness and contention that you saw earlier. Because Rob really, man, I think he's a genius. He kind of put on the honey at the end of the day when he was talking to his attorney, and I'm assuming that was probably their advice going in. That would be a good plan. Hey, if there's any point of contention, or I'll give you an example. Multiple times the prosecuting attorney would bring up things that they wanted to submit as evidence, but they would have it on a computer, and some of it was like they had to access the internet. It wasn't on their actual computer, or if it was, their computer was running slow. So they fucked up a lot of shit that they should have had readily available to present. So also in question form, the way that they asked questions multiple times did not really, suffice as a complete question. And so Rob would have to ask, well, I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about? Could you rephrase that better? Because that doesn't make sense. And he always did that kind of stuff with a little bit of contention and just the right attitude under the circumstances. So if you ask me, man, it was like a good game. It sure was all day long. But in the stretch innings, we pretty much, Rob and defense attorney, I think, sweetly knocked one out of the park for all of TEXITcoin today. Now, having said that, I mean that for anyone who is able to pay attention, right? Anyone who was able to watch today or is able to watch in the future, if they are able to capture that, it's reposted. But however it works, there's two different sides of this. There's the public courts of opinion. So there's the courts of public opinion. There you go. Where I believe that anyone who actually cares and likes to pay attention and just enjoys life would watch that and be able to see over and over and over again how transparent Rob Gray is, and how TEXITcoin is a proven work. That, I mean, it's almost like the best advertisement you could get in the court of public opinion sense. Okay, so be sure to watch tomorrow if you were not able to watch today. And then the other side is what the court actually thinks. What that prosecuting attorney is. Two total different things. So my opinion of that is that the prosecuting attorney probably already realizes that this is an uphill battle, that he doesn't actually have a real case. And that's what I mean by uphill battle. There's no case here. He's trying to put this stuff together, like he keeps bringing up, or building up, as you would imagine. Anybody who's familiar with TEXITcoin could imagine how they would try to stack up this information that says TEXITcoin violates a securities code by the state law of Texas, something like that. So we'll just leave it right there, even if that's not the best way to say it. And every time, like every example shows both sides. It shows the transparency and the honesty and the credibility and the proof of work side of TEXITcoin. And they continue to just kind of throw the spaghetti. They're piling it. You've heard of throwing the spaghetti against the wall to see what sticks. In this case, they're just piling it up. They're going to have a big old Italian feast, at the whim of the Zionist, or whatever you want to put it, because they're just piling up the spaghetti. The plate's getting high. We need boots. And that's really what it is. They just keep throwing shit out there, and everything they present shows from the TEXITcoin side, again, those two things. One, that the proof of work side, that is so important to anybody interested in crypto. The decentralized currency side is kind of, you're getting some of that, but No, it's the transparency. It's the honesty. He can answer every question with honesty. I mean, all the stuff that they bring up. My goodness, if you just watch the defense attorney's presentation and talking to Rob, that alone is just worth its weight in gold. All right, so I wish that we could all watch that together tonight. We're not going to. Honest money, that's what TEXITcoin is. So tip of the hat to the fearless leader of TEXITcoin, Rob Gray. I also saw Maddie. So Maddie Allen, tip of the hat to you in there for your support. Wear your dark cowboy hat, man. Be an outlaw. Be the outlaw that you are is in there. And then I saw someone in a tie-dye. I couldn't tell if that was Jay Horton or who that was, but shout out to the hippie in the tie-dye. Yeah, take it easy. So, thank you for watching this video. I'm going to get out of here because I don't want to ramble on. When I have more to talk about, I will. But, and I will be back. I think these updates are valid. So thank you for being here. If you found this like helpful or, important in any way, please like and share. Share is the most important thing you can do, as Maddie Allen said. I'm not on X with this, but you can share it over on X. Okay, anyway, thank you. And if you have any questions, please leave comments in the video below. If you're a hater and you're just wanting to get me riled up and say, see, you're guilty of sin, you're going to hell, I don't care for any of that. So you're just going to be wasting your time, but that's okay. You can leave those comments in my YouTube videos because all comments are good comments in the sense that they help the algorithm. So, how about that, jiu-jitsu? Ow! All right, to the TEXITcoin family, to Bobby Gray, keep kicking ass tomorrow. Thank you all for being here, and I hope to be back with a lot more info and a lot more good times. All right, so we're out on August the 17th.